Hey friends, how you guys doing out there? Got Vern in the background here. Let's just bring him in right now. Vern, good morning, man.
What's going on?
Not too much, man. This is I just put in the pre-show notes. Streaming in the morning feels like putting your pants on backwards. I mean, if I stream, it's in the morning, but it's like 1 a.m. usually.
Yeah.
But big day. It's a big day getting that stream going. So how you been?
Man, I've been well, man. I can't really complain, man. Like I said, I just wanted to always come on your show and just have a conversation, man, of how the previous months have been to you. What are your thoughts on what's been going on in the crypto space, mainly, with our sector?
Yeah. Well, it's been a ride, I mean, you and I met, just for the audience, probably back in October. It was way prior to the party launch in Vegas. And back then things were heating up, and all of these people, including myself, we just kind of came into existence, as part of that Saitama frenzy that happened really early on. And I'm new to crypto, when really SHIB was probably the first DeFi project that I got involved with. And so I was really unprepared for how crypto works, how the ebbs and flows, the volatility, how fast things can move.
Yeah.
And tons of people got involved at that time. And it was exciting, it's been
it was, man. It was like a breath of fresh air. The community was.
It was. And at the time, the toxicity level was zero.
Yes, definitely.
It was all excitement. It was
excitement and love and brotherhood, and everything was perfect.
And people could totally have different opinions, and everybody was cool with that, But I think it was supported by the fact that the price was amazing. I was, in my early video making days, I want to say that the price was positive on Saitama like 40 days in a row. We didn't have a red day.
Yes. We was breaking records, man. We was on this, we was on this trend.
Yeah.
And then it just it kind of like staggered because of the actual, the dates and stuff. That's what kind of threw it off. And that's not FUD, it's just the truth. We kept missing the dates. And with human nature, that's not good. That's not good in my job. If I tell my boss, hey, I'm gonna do it on this date, and I don't show up for it.
Yeah.
It's just, that's not FUD. That's just the honest God truth. So
yeah. And that's kind of what I've been trying to say to people. Like, it doesn't do any good to just crap all over a project, or to, I don't do the memes. I don't get into, down talking people. And, but you do have to acknowledge the truth, or at some point you lose your credibility,
Exactly.
And the truth is we did miss, the team has missed several start dates. And I think that the reasons that they're missing them are perfectly legitimate.
Yeah.
But you can't, even if they're legitimate at a certain point, people are going to start, they're going to start losing faith, losing hope.
Yeah. That's just human nature, man. We go to Walmart, and if our favorite item is not in the store, some of us go berserk. So Walmart is a billion-dollar business, multi-billion-dollar business. So it's humans, man. It's like there's like, hey, man, the Realty is not launching. I'm like, bro, I've been through the postponements. Oh, we're about to do it. I've been through that, so it doesn't really affect me. I've been busy doing other stuff to keep my mind off of that. Like, I'm just not going to wrap my head like I used to, with one coin. I never did that in my life until I did it with Saitama. So I just got to understand and get back to who I was before this whole frenzy.
Right. Well, and some of the principles that we've got as investors that are just sound investment principles for, hundreds of years, like diversification,
First of
we
all,
lost that because it got so exciting.
diversification. Number
Yeah.
two, taking profits. I was the man at taking profits because I never had a lot of capital. So I was doing plays like, I would flip $200 in a day into 1,000. So that's what I tell my guys, like, y'all, it's over if I ever get capital. If I get more than 10,000, 11,000 to put on a play, it's over. But I'm just not at that point yet. But it's
Yeah.
coming. It's coming.
Well, and that's a good point, that now we've moved into this space where
Hmm.
if people take profits, they get the wolf pack turns sometimes on somebody profit taking. Like, that's why are we doing this if you're not here to make a profit?
So I would like to officially, I don't know if he even is on YouTube. So I would like to officially apologize to Crypto Noah because in the beginning, if you looked at the charts and somebody with some credibility explained it to me, he was actually doing it responsibly.
Yeah.
He was actually taking profits responsibly, but I didn't understand that. I saw it dip and then it went back up. So he was strategically doing it. And then guess what we did as a community? We started bashing him.
Yeah.
And of course, you keep bashing somebody, you talk about his family, you do everything under the sun, then he starts dumping on you. That's expected. We just have to be a little more respectful. That's why I really didn't say too much when it was going on because I was like, well, shoot, he probably got quads if he got in the beginning. So it's no fault of him
Yeah.
when he was trying to do it responsibly in the beginning. So I like to officially apologize to Crypto Noah. Sorry about that. And yeah, you was right for doing how you did it I mean, I wouldn't have did it, but I understand why you did it like how you did it, like in that middle part. Because people have no idea. Like there's levels of money. And I have to understand that. And being in this space, I've seen people with money, and I've seen people with money.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of levels, and I'm just like, I'm just quiet now. I don't get into these Twitter beefs, all these people going back and forth. We got Twitter lawyers now. It's just insane to me now. So I have to keep quiet because I can't deal with I'm just not a back and forth type of
Yeah.
guy.
It's too much drama.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm 45, man. I'm not going back and forth with a 30-year-old or a 20-year-old on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like I did that on Facebook and it almost went like to the left, like bad. Like, so I don't play these games on Twitter. It's just it's pointless to do that. It's
Yeah.
wasted energy.
Yeah. And ultimately, I don't think it's helpful for the community in general because the only way we all win is if we can keep growing the community.
Yeah.
And from somebody on the outside looking in, when you come in and you see the level of shenanigans that were going on here, and I don't know, it's some of it seems like it's gotten a little bit better with just a few exceptions of specific people in the community that people are really targeting hard. And then those people are firing back, or maybe they fired first. I don't know, but either
But
way,
yeah,
I
at the end of the
need people to
day,
come in,
you gotta let it go, man. Like, you know how much stuff I let go that I see about myself on Twitter? People were bashing me and Cuff when that COVID thing happened, saying we were a part of it. First off, you gotta ask my wife. I can bring it down here now. If I was part of it, why is she asking me, what's going on? Or
Yeah.
I told her, don't worry, I got something.
Yeah.
So we're fine. But the thing is, like, people can ask. I mean, I don't. People have all these like misconceptions of me as well. Even with the Shinobi thing, I
Yeah.
didn't take $0 from Cliff. I was trying to find a coin that was safe to go on Saitama that the company that our community can be like, okay, the 30 wallets thing. It was. I mean, he explained it to me. I didn't see no issue with it, and then all of a sudden, these wallets started like selling off. I don't know. I'm not the dev. I was just trying to do something for the community to be safe.
Right.
And all of a sudden now Cliff paid for the picture. Cliff didn't pay for any of that. He was right down the street. So we made that connection so we can have a safe coin, but that backfired because there were other people involved that was trying to like mess things up. There's a lot of people that they're scared of competition. My thing, I'm not scared of no competition. Even if I'm on a court with like people that I know are better than me when playing basketball, I think I'm the best on the court. even though I could be playing with LeBron. I'm gonna say I'm the best on the court, because if you don't, then you shouldn't be out there.
Why are you playing the game? Right.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you should be watching, right? From the
Exactly. That's
sideline.
why I watch now.
Well, I think those are good points, and people have to understand, I mean,
Mhm.
that once you get a bit of a platform built up, you got people, they want to hit you up, and we want to do good things for the community. Um, you just don't really know, though. I mean, you try to do your due diligence,
Yeah.
but
Of
ultimately it's
course.
going to come down to the honesty of that person on the other side of the conversation.
Yeah.
And even if you try to vet them out the best you can, and you look at one like Suzuki. In that case, I think you had a really decent group of developers and one really bad egg, and that bad egg pulled the rug on all the rest of them. So they thought that they had a good thing going, but even they couldn't deal with the snake inside the house.
But the thing is, though, that snake was clearly the only reason I didn't catch that, because it was my wife's birthday Thursday before the launch,
Hmm.
right? Was it Thursday? No, Friday before the launch. We got there Thursday, and Friday was my wife's birthday. So that was the AMA that day for Zeke. And all of a sudden, at the last minute, they said the dev wasn't there. I would have been like, whoa, red flag. But I didn't hear that until afterwards. I was like, what do you mean he's not going to be here for the Saitama AMA for your coin that's being. It just didn't make any sense to me. But when I heard that, I was like, wow, nobody vetted that right there. That was weird right there. You're in Vegas. They're about to stop what they're doing to have an AMA with you, but you couldn't show up. Come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
we gotta. It's just. But I didn't know until after the fact, and I was like, come on, man.
Well, I've missed most of those because most of my investment money has been tied up in Saitama. I'm waiting for the bounce. I'm waiting for the recovery. So I didn't really diversify out, but I'm getting to the point where I'm not only starting to diversify, but I'm going to be diversifying into the top 100 coins that have been around, that have got
Mm-hmm.
some staying power, that
That's what I came in the game doing. I was sticking with stable coins, and I was making a nice little, like, every 2 weeks I was making like $400, $500, $600 of residual income by
Mhm.
just looking at crypto banter and just listening to Sheldon and taking like little plays. Like the other day I did a sold play where I had like 5 sold it, went down, bought more, and I'm up to like 9 now
Yeah.
by just buying and selling, because I used to do that so well, but I don't know how to do it. It's weird. I know how to do it in my head, but I can't explain it.
Yeah. Well, and I'm not the guy that's reading the charts either, and I've been really
Yeah.
transparent about that. I'm not good with the technical analysis. I need to learn more about it, but you
Hmm.
do get a gut feel sometimes for like, okay, this is oversold. Like you look at crypto.com, Chronos now, Crow. You look at that a while back, you're like, come on, man, this is gonna pop from here.
Listen,
It's
man.
oversold.
I had over like, see, this is what you call Kool-Aid drinking. I had at least 10,000 crow and sold it all.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
got it at like 15 cents.
Hey, can you imagine, man? I mean, you can imagine it. We've actually been through it, so you can imagine what could happen there. But
Yeah.
it's it's crazy. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'm going to start going more stable coins and still work the DeFi in. So I imagine those. You're talking about going from 5 to 9 coins. You got to be doing that in a centralized exchange, right?
Of course.
So that's the other thing I'm seeing in the community is we've been battling hard over this Cytomask, and now you even see Russ is turning a little bit, talking Binance. He's always kind of been, Cytomask, and Cytomask really is the silver bullet, I think, for Saitama. We need it to grow this
Of
community.
course.
We need it to grow the project. But it's
Mhm.
okay if Saitama gets listed on other platforms.
Yes.
There's tons of people on those platforms that want to invest, and we got to get the coin in front of them because there's a lot of people who don't want to deal with the DeFi, the gas
Yes.
fees. That
Seriously. And that's what it is. I mean, I was raised, my crypto was Coinbase and crypto.com. Those are my main ones, but I'm a big fan of Bitforex and Hotbit because they had Omi, and it was another coin on there that I couldn't get to at other places. So I use those exchanges and I love them. I keep using them, but like I usually use Uniswap and PancakeSwap though, but I'm always on Hotbit. Always on Hotbit. Speaking of exchanges and stuff, before we get too deep into things, do you have any kids, Mr. Stacker?
Oh, yeah, I do actually. I got 3 of them here with me right now in the house.
Okay, so how about I do this real quick because I always liked you, Stacker, and I want to share something with you if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna share my screen. Real quick.
Yeah, no problem at all. Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is called a crypto vault. And what I'm going to do is send a certificate to Mr. Stacker's youngest kid.
Okay, I've never seen this. I have no idea what this is, but I'm down.
So I'm going to just walk you through sending you a certificate, and then we can talk a little bit later if you want to.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Here we go. I'm going to send a certificate. It's going to be a BNB certificate because Crypto Vault is a BNB token.
Cool.
So we're going to send a certificate, which is easy. This is the Crypto Vault crypto certificate generator. You press start. It's one certificate. So I press 1. I hit OK. What is the first and last name of your youngest kid?
Her name's Chloe.
K or C?
CHLOE.
CHLOE.
Levitt. LEA.
LEA.
VITT.
VITT. Is that the correct spelling, sir?
Yep.
Hit OK. What is an email address you can get to, sir?
Yeah, let's send it to my Saitama stacker, and I'll forward it to her.
No worries.
Yeah.
No, actually, you need that. That's just for you, Saitama stacker.
Yeah, at Gmail.
Right. Would you like to send a certificate? What we're going to do, because we don't want to put your address out here, we're just going to do the digital. The digital. Would you like to add a time lock to the certificate? So basically, how old is Miss Chloe?
She's 15.
So basically, you can lock this for a year.
And then she can't.
7 days.
She's got to hodl a little bit.
1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years,
Wow.
20 years. And the next version, you can actually pinpoint a Sweet 16. You can pinpoint dates. So if it's your anniversary, you can do a 5-year anniversary one, and on your 5th year, you and your wife can open it up, and you never know, man. For example, if I'd have put $1,000 in BNB when my son is in the 9th grade, he's graduating this year. Well, he already finished school. He walks, he would have $51,000.
Oh my gosh.
Because once you lock it, you cannot open it up. And that's good for me because sometimes I like to pinch off of my savings.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm there too.
Yeah, I'm a pincher. I'm a pincher.
But you got to be.
For just this, we're not going to time lock it. And because these are blank, this should tell you something. Why it looks kind of odd. There may be other certificates coming up soon.
Huh.
So we're going to pick the crypto certificate.
This is crazy, man. I've never heard anybody talk about this, Vern. This is the first time I've seen this.
I've been, kind of put my head down and helping out a little bit with this project, just on the sideline,
Yeah.
Please select the type of crypto you would like in your certificate. Well, guess what? We're going to do good old BNB. And is all the information correct, sir? If it is, I will agree and continue.
Yeah, that looks straight up to me.
All right. And I'm going to hit agree. Would you like to use your existing cryptocurrency to fund this certificate? And the reason why this looks funny, it may be some more things appearing here that you can buy with sooner than later.
Yeah, that's cool. I see what you're saying there.
Just saying. I don't know.
Buy direct.
Who knows? Here we go. And now it's creating a wallet in the background for you, but you have no idea that this is going on. But it's creating a wallet for you.
I'm going to make a note here.
And look, voila. And right now, what I have to do, Mr. Stacker, is I have to copy and paste this over to my phone. And what I'm going to do is load up, put some BNB on the certificate. Right now, I have to load it. And after I load it, you can actually hit this QR code that's on anybody that's watching can hit the QR code once I load it, and you can track it for say forever if she never excuse me, fund it out. You know what I mean? As far as take the profits out
Yeah,
of it. So give me a second. I'm going to fund this real quick.
sure.
And while I'm funding it, sir, you can go ahead and talk and we can,
Yeah, I'll take a look at what's going on over here in the chat. People have asked a few questions. I see people talking. We got a lot of good folks in the chat today. I'm a money magnet in the house. Coffee and good times. T with Crypto, how you doing? T with Crypto is a big fan of yours. She's been following my channel since pretty much the very beginning.
Yeah, she's a good person. Great.
I'm just gonna pull your screen off for a second, just in case you need some. I don't know
Cool.
what kind of privacy level you need there, but
appreciate
Manuel
it. No,
Ferreira,
I'm just copy and pasting in my email.
Okay. Manuel says he's losing some faith in the project, but he also lost some gas fees last night on the Saitama mask. So he's saying no FUD, just the truth.
I understand your frustration, man. Trust me, everybody's frustrated. I mean, I did some research on Sheeb, and when their swaps are coming out, it was all type of problems too.
I lost a ton on failed transactions on Shiba Swap the first night. And
I've heard all the horror stories, man. So like I said, this is just give it a little bit, man. That's all I can say.
Sometimes going first doesn't
exactly. Sometimes going first is not the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now I can just copy it. See, because I like copy and pasting things. That's the only reason it's taking me so long.
So here's no problem. Here's a interesting comment. This 9 Ether being 9 just says like this crypto vault is a way to lock up your own digital assets, basically, to keep them away from yourself.
Basically. And
take the emotion out of it.
I need to do that for myself sometimes because I can be terrible.
Here's one. You can change this word right here, man. This is Bratcher Racing says, Vern seems to be a good man. Both of you keep up the great work. I think Vern is a good man. He's a straight shooter, you guys, from the very beginning. We're not all going to call him all right all the time. He talked about some of those experiences. But you just, we're all out here just trying to make an honest go of it, I think. Vern's never been a shiller. I've never been a shiller. We're not, we're not just trying to sell anything people throw at us.
Trust me, I could be so rich right now by shilling some terrible projects, but I'm not built like that. Like I could have been rich by now. But
I mean, I'm thinking about like a once a month shill on an NFT, but I get approached by NFT things pretty regular.
Of all, I got the perfect one to bring to your channel.
Well, let them know. I'm thinking about once a month. I'm going to call it the Super Saturday shill and let somebody sell once a month, because there are some projects that are great and I don't really look into them if I'm not talking about them. It's just, you got so much going on. You can't really. So what is the site for this?
This is cryptovault.net.
.net. So this would be a great way if I wanted to do a birthday gift for somebody, or my granddaughter that's here with me right now. She's 2.5 years old. If I want to try to set her up a college fund, I mean, you could shoot the moon or you could blow it, but you throw $200 in there for a birthday gift. By the time she's 18 on something like B&B, which is going to be here, that was not going anywhere. It might fund her college,
Exactly. So right now it's not funded yet. Just give us some time because it said it's completed on my side.
Okay.
So it will show up here in a minute. But this is the crypto vault right here, man. I just want to show you the tokenomics basically. But we're having they're having an AMA tonight on Cuff's show at 10 o'clock. And it should be a good amount of people there. But let's just briefly go over the tokenomics. I mean, I'll just let you talk about it.
No, please do, because I don't know anything about this coin.
Okay,
And
so
the one thing I do hear though is this is a B&B project,
yes, sir.
which to me says low gas fees.
Yes, sir. That's the reason why the founders did it this way.
I'd never bought a B&B project before TARP, and I
bought micro pets.
It's
My
shocking
daughter
when you
loves
make
it.
that
So.
first trade and you see that you spent less than $1 on your total fees for the buy.
Yes, it's amazing that I can transfer stuff from my other wallet to my other wallet for like 5 cents, 10 cents. So that's amazing to me.
Hey, before you go into your tokenomics, I'm gonna throw one question out because it's gonna
Mhm.
get buried. So,
Hey, Vern, if I send a certificate to my kid, can they open it on their own or do they need my permission? Haha, I was about to go into that. So good question, Shaka. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to get a SMS message, a text message on my phone, and I'm going to give that to Mr. Stacker. So that's the secret phrase. So say it opens up in a year, that person will have to go back to Stacker and say, hey, it's been a year. Maybe if it's his daughter or something, they have a conversation, be like, well, here you go, daughter, gets a secret phrase, and then it unlocks the money. Or say, for example, you do it for your niece, but your brother or your sister will take the money and spend it. You can keep the seed phrase, and when it opens up for their graduation, you can give it to them, because you give it to some parents, that $1,000 or $500 might be grocery money. So, but real quick, man, the crypto vault, man, it's a simplified and safer method of gifting and receiving cryptocurrency. I mean, I don't want to talk too much about it because it's an AMA today. I just want to show you a little bit about it, and I don't want to give too much out.
mm-hmm. And the AMA's tonight on Cuff and Show in the afternoon.
It's at 10 o'clock. We're having a Twitter space beforehand, but it's going to be at 10 o'clock. And it's going to be an $800 giveaway of BNB as well. And it might be a surprise. It may be in the form of something.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I just real quick, everybody just go to cryptovault.net. The white paper is there, but I just wanted to do something real quick, and me and Star get back to, Mr. Spencer, he's his brain is so big, man. John, he's going to be in charge of the NFT marketplace. Mr. Ed Gross, I met him the other day. Mathematician, smart as a tick. He did the tokenomics. Mr. Mark, he's another founder. And if y'all don't know this man, ladies and gentlemen, y'all just do your research on this page. This is Mr. Darryl Hardy. He's a good mentor of mine, upstanding guy, great gentleman, and he really taught me a different way of thinking. This the money man right here, Miss Snow. She's wonderful. Miss Gaines, she handles the office manager things throughout the day. And this is the roadmap, but pretty much this stuff is pretty much all of this is right here. It's going to be an NFT gallery, and as you can see, you can put your NFTs in the vault. At some point, you can do this in the vault. But I'm gonna let them talk about that. Like I said, I don't want to get too much into it,
Yeah. So what were the tokenomics you were?
Let's take a look at the tokenomics. There's a full supply, 1 trillion, right, sir? CVT tokens.
Okay.
Well, guess what? They decided to burn 223 billion. So that was 22.3% of the supply, leaving 777 billion.
Lucky number.
Yep. Numbers.
Numbers are important.
Yes, it definitely is. And there's an anti-whale cap that you can only sell 5 billion at a time. Which, people, if they really want to sell, they're going to sell 5 billion, then they're going to sell another 5 billion. But it's just a way to kind of, at least we can get aware and be like, okay, who's selling like this? 5, 5, 5, 5. And as you can see, there's a 5% fee, 4% to the holders, and 1% to the marketing budget. They're really thinking about the investor here. What other coin is giving back 4% reflections?
I haven't seen anybody doing 4%.
And remember, a guy that is a numbers guy did these tokenomics. So if anybody has anything or say this is wrong, then let me know, and I'll definitely get back with him.
Okay, yeah. There's some good questions popping up here. We'll get to them. We'll get to them. We'll roll it back a little in a minute. So what was the total tax fee on it? Is that
Tax fee?
yeah,
It's a
like
10% tax fee. It's split two ways.
so half of the
5%,
tax fee is going back to the holders in
4% to the holders, 1% to the marketing budget, and then the 5% fee is split 50-50. Half is sold to the BNB, and then the other half is to the CVT token.
okay. So that is the token, is this CVT. Is this already launched, or is this something they're still bringing?
Sir, would you, if anybody would like to be on a white list, just DM me
Okay.
on Telegram or Twitter. My Twitter handle is, I don't know, what is it now? Big Vern, something like that now.
Yeah, I think Big Vern, I saw that. So
Yeah.
here's a question from Big A Armory,
Is a
and this might
token
be too
owned by the
soon.
intended recipient of the entire duration of the lock time frame, or does Crypto Vault own the token until the lock period expires? What does it mean? Like once? Oh, so basically what I'm doing, I loaded my wallet and I put BNB to my wallet on it. So it's on a certificate and and you can take it off by using the codes and stuff. So it's on a certificate. It's not locked by, CVT or the Crypto Vault.
So
No.
that's what that question, yeah, it says to me is almost like, is this kind of how central exchanges hold those coins in trust? You don't really own the coins. It sounds like in this case, you do own the coins. They're on the blockchain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can. I mean, at any moment, you can take it off the blockchain and put it into your banking system and use it for your, for funds.
Yeah,
Yeah, hopefully I explained that right.
well, it sounds really interesting. That's something. So what I look for on these new projects now, because I pass on almost everything. When I hear people say, "Oh, we're going to create a new play to earn game," if it's the same old, same old, same old,
If
like
it's the same jump,
yeah,
like come on, man.
next,
There's some games I try to play and I put my daughter on just to have her play it so she can gain some money, and she walked away from it because it was boring.
yeah,
And I was like, okay, this is not going to work.
yeah.
If
So
my
we want to
daughter's
see
bored at 12, then
people doing something different,
let's
and
see.
so this is
Let me check your certificate real quick.
definitely different. Is there a
Hey, look, it's active. Let's see it. I just wanted to show y'all that no lies have been told here. I just wanted
well?
and
Nobody would
voila.
expect that.
It is funded for 75. I think I did 74 or 75 like that. But
Get a
Miss
little
Chloe
BNB fee.
has $73.82 in BNB.
Wow.
Say you don't give it to her, say you don't unlock it until she's, I don't know, 16 or 17 when she graduates. Who knows what that BNB will be worth? Who knows?
Yeah. That's really cool, man. This is interesting, right? With
Mhm,
Saitama, I was trying to come up with a way myself
mhm,
to create hodlers, And
mhm.
the one thing I thought, like my granddaughter, she ain't gonna sell. She can't sell it. She may not even know she has it. But I
Yes.
was trying to figure out, well, how do I do that? Am I gonna set up, a wallet for every single one of my grandkids, and then I got to have separate keys, phrases to every single one of them, and I've got to track them
That will
all.
be that'll be annoying.
It would be a nightmare,
Yes.
So this is a nice, clean way to do it. Plus, you're able to notify them or gift this thing over to them, like, "Hey,
Yes.
here you go." It
Mhm.
isn't just like, and right now, I mean, she wouldn't appreciate a gift certificate. She'd probably tear it up, read it, or something because she's just a kid. But her parents would be like, "Hey, that's cool, man. That's cool." And what I was thinking for her, and it still makes sense to me, like, if I were to give her 150 bucks of Saitama right now for a birthday gift, by the time she's 18, if that project is still around, she
Mhm.
she might not ever have to go to work,
Listen, I'm going to lock soon as it hits the vault, which should be hopefully in a couple days. We don't know what we're going to do with the pink cell. We may open it. I don't know. We're just going to see because it says it's still 8 days. So maybe some surprises, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like somebody's comment. Yeah, basically, Daniel, it's the Save Me From Myself project. you don't know how. And it's being a better parent for myself. Like if I'd have did this for my son, he would have $51,000. He can set himself up for success just right out of college. That's just with $1,000. The thing is, I'm going to make that right by giving my son $100 million in CBT and to lock it until he's 21 and see what happens with that. I'm gonna do them for both my kids. So we'll see what happens, and that'll be a journey. I have a YouTube channel, but I don't put no content on it. I don't know. I'm just not a YouTube guy.
You got more subscribers than a lot of people. I actually looked at it last night, man.
But yeah, I need to. I mean, people. I like doing this, Stacker. I like just going on channels and talking about, just going back and forth and doing this. I don't know if I can do it, and it's just I'm the focal point. I've just not been never that guy. I like to play the background really, but I mean, some people reached out and DM me, and I got some heartfelt DMs, and it's like I can't just not be on YouTube because there's people that really enjoy what I do, I guess.
Yeah, no, you're fun, man. You used to bust my chops a little bit on. I think you guys were funny. I used to watch that show because it was funny, man. You guys had so much banter going on, and you and Cuff definitely good chemistry between you guys. And then Michael Thompson came in. Bud was on there, just making
everybody was happy. And then people, the thing is, one thing I'm not going to be is fake on TV. What you see is what you get. I act like this in real life. Ask my wife, ask my kids, ask my friends. I act like this all the time. Some of my friends be like, "Oh my gosh, you get on my nerves," and be like, "You get what you get. Don't throw a fit."
Yeah.
I mean, there's, I don't know, man. I try to be as authentic as I can on TV because there's so much fake stuff out here. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
I done been on the backside of some of these crypto things, and it's weird out here. So that's why I'm glad I found a project to where the utility number one is out already before the launch. It's been out before the launch.
Yeah. Which is rare, right? Because it's always a promise. This is what's coming.
Yes. And this is what I'm saying. Do your research. People, when they say DYOR, they don't do their research because if they clearly looked at the cryptovault.net page, they will understand why I'm talking about the crypto vault. I'm not really talking about any other coins. I advise on coins that I think have the potential to be a great coin. But other than that, I can't speak upon any other coins. I'm not going to waste my time anymore because this is what the space needs. And this is what me and Bud and me and Cuff and we just frustrated. We're in the back just talking like, man, if we had a coin, we'd have the utility first. We'd have this and that. And look, God put me in the right position and wanted them seek me out from being on YouTube. So that's why I'm in the position that I'm in now with this project.
Yeah. So some of these folks. Did you know them prior to the project, or you're meeting most of them now?
Listen, man, the power of words and the power of being on a YouTube channel is why I'm in this position.
Okay. Very good. You got a few questions over here.
Shoot them.
There was, let me see if I can pull back here and find him. Greg Ferris wanted to just verify, is the project out yet? Did you say 8 more days or so?
Well, it's a pink sale right now, but Greg, if you're interested, I can, if anybody in the chat, that's why I came here, DM me and I will put you on the whitelist. I need your first and last name, your email address, your BSC Smart Chain receive address, and what else? The amount that you want to purchase, because there's a 10 BNB limit, which will get you 1 billion. 1 BNB will get you 100 million.
So, do you have a price on it already? Like what the cost of those?
Well, I mean, do the math. It's if it's 1 BNB for 100 million, it's 5 zeros and they think of 135. Don't quote me though.
Okay, so right in there. Yeah. Here's people are interested in this. This is interesting to see some of these comments.
Big A Armory. I'm not a paid promoter. That will be released later this week of who I am, but I'm not a promoter, bro. I don't get paid to promote.
Yeah, people.
But this don't need promotion like that. The proof's in the pudding. What coin do you know that came out with a utility first, and they have other utilities? I'll wait. I'll wait for them.
Yeah, you're not gonna have too many. The coin usually precedes the project.
Yes,
That's just
John. It's the same dude that was in a video with Cliff from Shinobi, and I explained that situation. I didn't get a dime from Cliff. You can DM Cliff. His phone number's on Telegram too. You can call him and verify that. You can ask my wife too, because my wife knows if I got tons of money from
well,
Cliff.
guys. I don't bring people on the channel to shill stuff, and
Yeah,
I don't bring people on that I think are not fully transparent and honest. And Vern's always been that person.
yeah,
It's never been about. I mean, you got people back in the day. You go back November. We're not talking in crypto history. It seems like a long period of time, but people out there just saying whatever. Vern's always the guy saying, "Hold on a second, you know, let's talk about that because you can't just be saying,
yeah.
you
But
know."
the thing is, Stacker, like even with Cliff when he had the 30 wallets of the private sellers, I didn't tell anybody to buy it. I just said, do your own research. Did I buy Shinobi? Yeah, because I've seen the vision. But that's the thing. I don't. It's weird. I don't do it out of the kindness of my heart, man. I do it because I believe in this project. Like, this is a no brainer for me. This is the project that I want to attach my name to at some point.
Yeah.
So
Well, and I mean, why are we doing this? We're trying to find projects we're going to make money on, ultimately, right? If you
yeah,
can
hey
find the
Corey,
right
that's
project.
that's the key to this, Corey, because I like all these questions about the past and stuff. I get it. I answer all of them, but I'm on a whole nother level, man. I don't even. You say, are you still investing in Shinobi? I sold some of my Shinobi, but I still have some. Is that okay with you? But that's my own bag. Like the thing is, I'm not gonna make a video and say, why did I sell my Shinobi or why did I sell my Saitama? I sold some Saitama before too, but I bought more back. I mean, that's the thing. People don't understand. Like, so are y'all mad at me because I sold 100 billion Saitama before? Like, that's what I'm saying. People have to grow up, man. Like,
Well,
I sold my Saitama to get into another project, and then I got some money from that, and then I bought my Saitama back. Am I a bad person? Are y'all gonna make a Twitter space about me because of that?
the Twitter Spaces are a lot, man. That's a lot to take in. Sometimes I'll open them up. I listen for about a minute and a half, and I just click the leave button because
Yeah,
people are. It's an opportunity for people to have a town hall and really be able to express yourself. But some people, man, it just seems like they get on and then they just shine the flashlight right back on themselves. It's about trying to
listen,
make a name
Stacker.
for them, not about what the discussion's about, but
Me and
about.
Cuff seen this coming from the launch. From the days in Vegas, I was with my wife, and somebody mentioned, like, yeah, somebody's saying, yeah, they're gonna start doing Twitter Spaces and stuff. This was all a plan, like to take attention away from the YouTubers, which I really don't care about because I'm not really a YouTuber. I have a job that pays well, so I don't have to be on YouTube like that, which is no biggie. I wouldn't mind being on YouTube, but it's just kind of too toxic for me, man. I'm built a little bit different than just a regular person.
Well, and
All that
I've
back
been
and forth
fortunate.
and people question. The thing is, people questioning, you, and they're like 20 years old and you're 45, and you just get these questions. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I've been pretty fortunate. For one, I've got a highly non-dramatic audience, but I've never got caught up in any of it. No one's ever gone after me. They've never, so far, I've never had anybody try to drag me into the mud with them, but I don't really deal with the mud. I just, if
It
people
is
want to have
weird,
their
man.
thing going on, I just stay out of it. I mean, I'll point to it and say this is happening, but
Yeah,
I don't have anything to say about it because people are going to do what they're going to do. Me, I'm not going to probably change them in the way that they are. And people show their true colors over time. If you
yeah,
watch people, you can't fake it forever. At some point,
exactly.
the real you comes out. So
Let's see. Send info.
I did get a question up here. I want to just explain really quick to a few people. Somebody asked me why I changed my name. I've got my logos a little bit different, and
Oh, I can
I'm
tell you why I
rebranding.
changed my name because I mean, at the end of the day, Saitama has launched, Saitama has launched. The only reason I did that, I don't even know why I did that, because I like the coin. I mean, if people follow me, I guarantee nobody knew my first moniker. I'll wait for that. If somebody do that, I'll probably cash out them if they know my first moniker. A lot of people don't know it, but that's not the first moniker I had. But why I did that, because I really believed in the project and it just sounded nice. Saitama Vern. It's no rhyme or reason. Russ never told me to take it off my name, but I just took it off because I think it's time. I was going to do it when the launch happened, but the launch got postponed. So just turn myself to Crypto Vern, because I work with a lot of coins in the background, or people call me for advice, or hey, I think you should do it like this. Some people don't listen and some people listen. Some people take my ideas and then they put it. Yeah.
Put it out there like it's their idea.
That's another story, but it's fine, man. I don't got time for the back and forth. I'm on a mission, man, to try and change, affect change in the world. I don't got time to be going back and forth with.
Yeah.
Humans.
Yeah. But so for me too, on my rebranding, it's the same thing. I didn't ever intend to be a YouTuber. I didn't even think it would work. Honestly, I have a job.
It's working for you, man. It's working for you.
It's working pretty good right now, but
yeah.
I did the Saitama stacker because I like that project. I want to support it straight through. So and now I've got other opportunities and I'm trying to branch out. And quite frankly, I'm trying to make the YouTube thing be something that contributes to the success of my family.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't do it with content that goes stale in one day. There's like, if you watch my videos, this one, you could watch this one for a couple of weeks and it's going to be relevant because we're not talking about prices and dates. But if you watch one of my regular videos with my spreadsheet, why would you watch that one in 3 days? For one, I made a new one. And for two, that information is old information.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to move into crypto content that isn't even really necessarily about specific coins. It might just be a really good story about crypto. It might be the history of crypto. It might be education on crypto and what the blockchain is and how it all works. That way, those videos, if you watch it a year from now, you can listen to a good story anytime. That's like a music video on YouTube. You can watch those in 20 years because it's the same song that you liked,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it isn't about me running away from anything. I'm trying to walk into, better opportunities. So
yeah, that's what people don't understand is like, y'all been Saitama Vern through the thick and thin of Saitama, the thick and thin, and I've held it down. So I think at some point I can go back. I mean, I would be just Vern, but it just doesn't sound right. And I have to direct traffic back to my channel, even though my channel is Vern and Friends. It's my real name. My real name is Laverne. That's my middle name. My mom's name is Shirley, so go figure.
So you were Laverne and Shirley?
Yes, my mom said that was her favorite show. I was like, why did you
oh
pick
my
the middle
gosh,
child
dude,
to do
that's
that
hilarious.
So this guy in high school, this guy in, was it sixth grade, he found out my mom's name was Shirley. And you know what he did in class?
We must be
getting. I was a jokester, and he found that out, and he told the class that my mom's name is Shirley, and he started singing the Laverne and Shirley theme song.
Dude, that's funny. I remember.
So I smacked him. I open hand smacked him, and that was like the only time I lost my cool in school. It was terrible.
Neo Don is just hitting it hard in the comments here. Neo Don, what question are we answering? Because I haven't. Just repost your question back to the bottom for me.
Oh, he says, why are we still supporting Saitama? Because the same reason I supported SHIB, but when it went down, if you had $1,000 in SHIB, it went down to $1.96 for 4 months straight. So why is that? Because the swap wasn't working. And when it started working, it jumped to $19,000 the next month after the 4-month drought. So you have to be careful you got to take all your emotions out of it. You have to take all your emotions out of it. That's why my Saitama is still there. It's still there. I haven't sold. I sold maybe like 200, but I bought 200 back, sold 100, bought 50 back. So I was basically playing with my reflections.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's
me on it. I'm supporting projects that I want to succeed. I want it to win, you know?
Yeah.
If these guys can get this thing put together, they're 99% the way there. They've
Yeah.
got to push it across the finish line. Have I lost some confidence? Yes. I've
I
said
mean,
that.
that's natural human emotion. Like, God dang, guys. Yeah. Have I said that? Yeah, of course. But I'm not going to be on Twitter. Oh, guys, it's business, it's tech.
Yeah.
It's 8
Well,
months in.
and let it be a
Relax.
part of your portfolio. Don't let it be 100% of your all in, which
Yes,
it has been for
if
me.
that's the problem, Stacker. People just have Saitama in their wallet and they're dependent strictly on Saitama. If you're doing that, please stop doing that.
Yeah. You got to spread your investment, and like I say, for me, that's going beyond just spreading my investment to a bunch of brand new ICO coin launches.
Mm-hmm.
It's spreading it out into Ethereum and maybe some Bitcoin, the top ones, man. Some VeChain, some Polkadot,
Man,
Crow.
the crazy part about it is, I'm sorry, Stacker.
No, you're good.
I'm not. The crazy part about it, I was in so early that I'm still not down. We
Me
can
too.
lose another 0 or 2, and I still won't be down because I got in really, really early. Thanks to Jake Gagan. Shouts out to Jake. That's why I
Yeah,
never say
Jake was
anything
not.
bad about Jake.
He was pretty much first. I had your pop had a brother that was making content back in the day too,
Mm-hmm.
and they sound exactly the same. But I heard his brother talk about it. That's how I first heard about it. And I was transparent last night. I told people I sold enough Saitama. It's the first time I've ever sold it. But yesterday I sold enough of it to cover my initial investment. I just took that part off the table. What's
Mm-hmm.
left in there? Let's see how it goes. I don't plan on taking it. I want to be involved in the project. I might buy more back again too, but I had to get the emotions out of it, because really it's starting to weigh me down. And
Yeah.
so hopefully Neo Don, that answers your question of why he
Yeah,
still
he's saying
supports the
I
guy.
don't think I don't think Neo's a futter. He's just frustrated. I mean, that's
Yeah,
what people they and then our community. That's what the part I don't like about the community. Say somebody can say something and it's factual, and they're like, "Oh no, he's a futter." Like, no, he's not a futter. He's a grown man with a question. You
yeah,
can't be mad at a grown man with a question that invested $20,000 into your project. I mean, he has a right to ask. So I don't never say anything when somebody says it respectfully. That's
yeah,
all. You just do it
yeah.
respectfully in a
It's a good
business
question,
sense.
but I kind of look at it like your kids, and these are
Yeah.
not Saitama's not my children, but
Mhm.
kids screw up. You don't just say, okay, I'm done. I'm not supporting my kids anymore. I'm not going to
Mhm.
hope for the best for them. And I'm not saying that I'm 100% all in fanboying on them,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to crap on their parade and try to fud my own investment. And
Okay.
second of all, I
I
want them
say
to
it like this,
succeed.
Stacker. If the Seder Mass still has issues 4 months from now, then okay, you'll probably hear something from me. But like, let them. They'll be fine.
Yeah, let them get the project. And
I think
yeah,
we missed a question. I think somebody had a big question mark. So let me see.
can you?
He says, "Will Crypto Vault be storing other assets from other projects and blockchains in their vault?" Yes, that's a fact. Coming soon.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
wanted
that
to be
project
sure
looks
we.
fascinating, Vern. There's people that want me to talk about terrarium today. I'm
Mhm.
seeing questions about it. I'm not going to
Oh,
do those in this particular AMA, but tomorrow I'm doing an AMA with the terrarium development team.
I'm interested in. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with them because guess what? I heard they had some controversy with
Well, it
the
started
108
out.
wallets. So guess what he can do? I can get with one of the devs from there, and they can load on a crypto vault, and he can lock up his wallets with certificates if he really wants
Wow.
the community's respect and trust.
That's now there's a great thing for
Now, hey,
Shib.
hey, listen, Stacker. Since they're going to be on tomorrow, tell them I have the solution for them.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I talked to him. This
Yep.
is there's somebody dropped the 10 bomb I want to acknowledge here. It's great conversation. Thoughts on Lily. Personally, I think it's going to be a hit.
To be
So
honest, I don't know anything really about Lily. When I heard all that controversy and the contracts and this person's off of it, I stayed away from it. So I have no opinion, to be honest.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I followed quite a bit Lily. I watched a lot of the AMAs. I try to learn as much as I can about the projects that are supposed to be listed on Saitama when it comes out, because I want to understand those. But I never invested into Lily. As far as how, I understand why they left and why they had to move on.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why people are telling me to pop Terrarium up here. I'm in the background looking at what's going on there. The Terrarium's up 20% today. But
Oh, it's
with
up
Lily,
20%.
yeah, it's having a good day. But with Lily, there's always seems to be a little bit of controversy. Like nobody gets away clean. They had some controversy with the devs early. I like the idea of the project. I have a kid who has a lifetime disease, so I like the idea of trying to help people that have hard times, medical problems, things that are hard to get treatment for. But I think if they could have survived and lasted till Saitama was out, it would have been good for Saitama and Saitama, and it would have been good for Lily, because they have a massive community behind them. Still, there's still a lot of people with Saitama that would have invested. But I wish him well. I'll keep looking at it. I haven't looked at it for quite a while. I know it hasn't been performing too strong since the launch, at least the last time I looked. There was somebody else. Oh, man, I lost it. There was another question in there, or a thought that I had.
Another question? I don't see any more.
I might have. Maybe it wasn't a question so much as just a thought that popped through my head.
And guess what? If it's a coin with significance, and if they're trying to launch, guess what? If they have private sellers, they can lock them with a certificate. It can deter a lot of things from happening.
There was my thought right there, Vern. So I've been watching the SHIB community, because that's kind of where I got my start. And they're always talking about a voluntary burn. Why burn it? Lock it up. Get everybody to lock 50% for a year. That reduces the supply right there, at least for a year.
Well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's a trillion token supply, but it's only going to be 350 billion in circulation. So do the math, ladies and gentlemen, with TVT. Just do the math.
I appreciate that. We've been using 100 quadrillion for these coin launches, and the numbers get so
that's
big.
insane
You
to
can't
me.
even read the number.
50 quadrillion is a lot. We're starting with 1 trillion tokens, and we're going to have a total circulating supply of 350, in some change, billion. That's it.
The max buy at the launch, you said, was 5 billion or something per
10 BNB, which is 1 billion.
10 BNB. Okay.
1 BNB is 100 million.
So there was a comment in there, somebody saying they weren't sure how to DM you. So they just
I'll do a comment. I'll tweet out something, and then if you shoot me, say, hey, I'm interested in being on a whitelist, then I will follow you, and you can DM me your information. Do them in spurts, because I have to copy and paste it. So your first name, last name, your BSD address, your email, and your amount. Just do it like that, and I can just copy and paste it over, because that's what probably going to be doing for probably 2 or 3 hours today, is putting numbers and shooting them over.
Okay. And then AMA is coming tonight.
Yes, the AMA Twitter space. Let me look. I've just been all over the place, working with 2 hours of sleep. All right, here we go. Let me look real quick, just to give y'all the accurate times. Cuff. We have a 8 p.m. today is the Twitter space, and following the Twitter space will be the actual AMA on Cuff and the Dip show.
Okay, and I'm assuming you'll have an invite on your Twitter as well for that AMA.
Yes, and I think I would I want to talk with you, man, because I think it'd be good for the founders to come on your channel as well, Mr. Stacker, because I do, bro. I be thinking, I was like, man, who can we go to? Who can we go to? And I was like, Stacker. So I would definitely want to talk with you offline, man. And I want these guys. I don't know if you do AMAs or not, but
I do a few AMAs here and there. I've done a few. I'm trying to, I want to support good projects, And
We'll
so
talk offline, man. Because
it's
trust me,
interesting. Let's talk about it.
this is different, Stacker. This is different. I need to take you backstage with the founders. That's what I'm gonna do for you, so you can understand. Trust me, you're gonna be like, okay,
Hey,
because
so
I'm looking for somebody that can provide some great content for the crypto vault, and I think we'll talk.
Okay, let's talk.
Definitely.
Christine is in the house, guys. I always have to acknowledge when
What's up, Miss
Christine's in the
Christine?
house.
How
Christine
you doing?
there's a person right there, guys, who's donated way more time.
Trust me, I still got some things in the works. I'm a definitely look out for Miss Christine, because she's one of the reasons why I'm in the space that I'm in. She kept me going through some hard times. So I appreciate Miss Christine. So yeah, Stacker is a good dude. I just hope everybody know that. I know he came on the channel, was debating at one time. I was like, bro, me and Stacker are cool. Me and Tarp is cool. It's just because of the whole thing that one day, me and Moonshot and them wasn't talking because I was so loyal to Bud.
Yeah.
And
Bud's a good guy. Bud's passionate. I never had an issue with Bud. He went after me pretty hard one night, and in the end, first of all, I end up being right, but that's just luck of the draw, maybe. But two, it's just passion, you know.
Well, you was right, but you was wrong because you said it never go to 6 zeros.
I didn't say it'd never go to 6 zeros. I've got the advantage of everything I've ever said's been recorded. I made a video where I talk about it possibly getting 6 zeros in the year, but I said it wouldn't happen before that Vegas party. And then I made a $20,000 bet that it wouldn't happen. Because if it would have, I would have been a multi-millionaire. And the amount of
what did it get to?
It got to
602.
No, 6 zeros too. But I what I said is it wouldn't get. He said 5 zeros because he was talking about it being a $100 billion market cap. I mean,
what did it actually get to before
it went to 6 zeros too at the Vegas launch?
So that's how much market cap? That's like,
well, it would be 10x where it is right now. So it'd be 6 billion.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the momentum got stopped so many times. Could we have got to 5 zeros? I don't know. The momentum was getting there, and then when people found out that the mask and all that, it just died. I don't know what could have happened. It's like a woulda, coulda, shoulda now. But it's all good though.
Yeah, I don't want to rehash that too much.
Oh nah, bro, it's fine. I mean, can it go to 5 zeros at some point? I don't know.
I hope so.
I hope so too. That's the thing. I hope so too. Cause shoot, I still got my bag. I mean,
so Big A Armory says Bud was predicting 3 zeros. I don't know if that's right either, but I know that conversation is recorded, and that it still hasn't come anywhere close to where he said it would be by 11:13. I mean,
he was predicting 1 cent at some point. So 1 cent is a big feat.
Yeah. That's 1 zero.
And that's why I told him you got to be careful about what you say. Like, it can't happen, but you got to remember there's sell-offs and there's people with big bags. But you know, we'll argue back and forth on the phone about that. So I just stopped talking to people when they don't understand where I'm coming from. So I just stopped talking.
Yeah. Well, man, we're hitting up on her about an hour, and I'm thinking about go grab some breakfast and then
same here, brother.
Go hang out with the family today.
Same here.
But audience, we appreciate you guys jumping in. Vern, thanks for introducing us to a new project. And for people who think this is some kind of contrived thing, I've never heard or seen any of the stuff that Vern.
Trust me, Stacker did not have no idea I was going to do.
I take Vern. When Vern asks if he can come on, the answer is yes, because I like Vern. Vern's always been a straight shooter, and he's been respectful to me from the get-go. So
yeah, you will never see me probably bring another coin on your channel. I don't do that. I just know that this is it, and this is what the community that used to be with the Cuff and the Dip show that used to follow me, this is what they deserve. So this is who I'm concerned about. You, the community that I know, which is the Saitama community, and Stacker, Cuff, Justin. This is it.
Well, it is nice to see a functioning use case too, Vern.
Exactly. And trust me, just watch the anime.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to call out any specific coins, but I'll tell you, I'm still waiting for use case for some of the coins that got shilled back in November, October.
Yeah.
Everybody was shilling that stuff, and I'm a guy that's like, I love these guys, and they got to be, let's get in. I've got 5-6 coins I can't sell now because the Ethereum fees are more than what the coin's worth, and the use case never materialized. So let's get the use case out front, like you're saying.
Hey, listen, use cases are already done. Cases. But it's fine. Why you think I'm talking about it? I'm not talking about any other coins. I'm only advising coins, and I'm not going to talk about them. This is the only coin I'm talking about because it's the future, and they care about the investors. Because I talk to the team for hours upon hours, and they care about what. Just look at just watch the AMA.
Yeah, let's
If I'm not mistaken, Cuff is Chicago time. So if it's 8:00 that time, I'm pretty sure it's 9:00 his time because it's 9:00 Twitter Space, 10:00 AMA.
Do me a favor, Vern, on that Twitter Space. If you could get those Twitter Spaces are recordable, so they can be played back. Almost nobody records the damn Twitter Spaces, and then
I would like Cuff and Saitama Empress. No.
Yeah, let's get that thing recorded so that we can play it back, because I can't always do them during the time, but I have a 40-minute commute to work every day, and that's where I listen to all my content.
Same here. 40-minute, yeah.
Yeah.
But now, Stacker, I definitely need to talk to you offline, though. Seriously, man. You've been doing great, man. Your channel's going up. And, bro, thank you for taking this time, this hour out your day, man, because I did it just like off the cuff, and Stacker was like, yeah, let's do it. So no, man, I always appreciate you, man. And like I said, you was one of the guys that I was like, I want to work with this guy one day.
Oh, that's nice.
Look, I would like to maybe do this like every 2 weeks or something, man. We just have a conversation. It don't need to be an hour. It could be 30 minutes. I just like talking to you, man, because you have common sense.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, and it's good. And people like seeing a good, thoughtful conversation. So I'm happy to do that. Team, the rest of everybody that's on, before I cut this broadcast, join me tomorrow with the Terrarium team and see what they got going on. Any questions that you have, I've got a post out on Twitter, but you can email them to me. When I say AMA, I'm willing to ask any question to these people because they need to be able to handle it, man. They're asking us to trust them with their money. Let's hit them with questions that get to the bottom of what's going on in those projects. Folks, I'm going to shut the broadcast down. Appreciate you coming in, Vern. Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Thank you. We appreciate your questions. Have a good one. We'll catch you soon.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Take care.